Oh, hello. Greetings. Welcome to Fleece TV. This lovely, not so lovely Wednesday evening. Now, today is Adopt a Mask Day, really, isn't it? We've been let out a little bit, but we've been told to wear a mask in public places. So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be a good, in a kind of Blue Peter kind of way, a good way to spend a few moments showing you how easy it is to make a mask from a t-shirt, like old Boris suggested. So here's one I've started earlier. So you start with a 20 centimetre well, actually mine's 18 because I did it by eye, and you cut all the way along. I did start because, like, I know, your time is more precious. So you just do that with your old t-shirt. This is one of those black t-shirts I've been wearing for the last 10 weeks or something, 8 weeks. So you'll be pleased
looking
to know.
very smart today.
Oh yeah, do you like it? Floral. And then, so you do that, that's 20 centimetres, you cut that. And then you cut along here like that, about 2 centimetres. And then a little bit more, just because. And then do the same again. I tell you, without the aid of a safety net, that's amazing, isn't it? And then you can get that to about there. It is quite easy. I mean, obviously, if you're not just rushing it like what I am, it might be a bit nicer. Well, if you've got pinking shears at home, you could do a nice zigzaggy pattern. That'd be cool. And there you have it, the start of an amazing mask. Now, what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to now cut these loopy bits. Cut the loopy bit so that you can tie it. Ain't it good? And then you do that. Like that, just like that. Like that. Tie it in a bow at the back. Beautiful. Now, and then obviously, isn't that good? And then you do the same with this. Do the same with that. And then it's just my colour black, but you can do it in any t-shirt you like, any t-shirt colour you like. So yeah, so the reason that came to us because of I was being encouraged to wear masks in public, but also the majority of tonight's show is going to be an interview with Kieran Hunt, who's a local photographer who's doing a really interesting lockdown project. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. In fact, I think we're going to do that now. Over to you, Kieran. So I'm joined today by Kieran Hunt, who is a professional photographer who's doing a very interesting project around the village at the moment. Kieran, can you welcome?
Hi, Nigel. You okay?
Yes, thank you. Are you? Could you just tell us a little bit about the project, what it involves?
Yeah, certainly. So basically, over the last few weeks, been seeing online through different news sites, etc., about different photographers around the country creating projects basically on their daily exercise walks, where they've just been going out and about, and during their walk they've just literally paused a moment to photograph a household, so household members behind a front window. And it's been happening up and down the country, and basically the aim of these projects are partly for local history. Obviously we're in kind of extraordinary times happening with everything going on. At the same time, people are doing it individually for those households, different people in the local area, as something kind of positive, because obviously I'm sure everyone realizes there's a lot of things going on, lots of information can sometimes be kind of quite heavy for people. So these little projects are just designed to maybe put a smile on people's faces. So basically, a short while ago, I happened on my daily walks to think, well, could I maybe take a picture of a couple of people that I knew locally in the village? And I kindly asked them beforehand via kind of email, etc. And they said, yeah, they'd be up for that. And on my daily walk, I would just pause on the pavement, and they would suddenly appear from their window, and I would take a shot, a photo, just take a few seconds, and then I would move on. And from that, you know, I shared the photos with them. It's something that I'm doing voluntary. You know, it's not, you know, no charge or anything like that. And then a few other people got in touch and said, oh, well, we've heard you taking a picture of this person. Could you kindly take a picture of us? So that's basically how it started, really.
Yeah, I mean, you've been to see Tash and I here at the Fleece,
Yes.
which was,
Yeah.
I imagine that was quite challenging, actually, wasn't it? Because of the small windows and things.
Yes, that was one thing, kind of planning ahead. So obviously with the process, without boring anyone, naturally it's speaking to households across social media or email beforehand. And then me kind of planning not only, you know, where do they live, a kind of a direction on my walk, but also logistics. So my aim is just to stand on the pavement outside and take a shot. But naturally, some buildings, the windows are higher or lower, etc. So it's fantastic doing both of you at the Fleece. Mentioned some of the windows are a little bit small. So I found I sort of had to kind of just raise myself up as high as I could get. And also at the moment there's some lovely blossom outside the Fleece, and I thought I'll get that in the shot as well. And I ended up realizing I needed to be quite high up, so it was a little bit of a stretch. But it was lovely to do. Yeah, so thank you very much.
That's all right. How many have you taken now in terms of households?
Off the top of my head, I'm probably going to say about a dozen or so. I'm kind of, or rather have been limited. Obviously, we're just going out on my daily walk once a day to, you know, how many houses I can do. Obviously, you know, I'm just out walking, I'm pausing. So, you know, if I aim to manage to do one house a day, that's fantastic. Obviously, again, I touched on a moment ago, it's the preparation, working with the households beforehand, pre-arranging it, so I don't, you know, suddenly arrive and knock the door or get people to come out. It's all done, as mentioned, via email, messaging, etc. But it's just finding when people might be free, you know, so therefore I can catch them when I'm out and about. So there's a kind of window of time opportunity there.
And if people wanted to take part, how would they find out a little bit more? How would they get in contact with yourself?
Yeah, so basically, I've got an Instagram page, a Facebook page, which they can message me. At the same time, I realise not everyone's going to be having those social media platforms, so people are more than welcome to email me directly. My email address is kieranhuntphotography@gmail.com. And I'd be more than happy to, you know, photograph any household, you know, within the village, within walking distance. You know, I hope, you know, if people were willing, I hope they get something from it in terms of just a smile on their face or something positive, really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll put those contact details out. What's your Facebook page? Yeah. Did you say?
Just Kieran Hunt Photography, and the same for my Instagram page in any of the platforms. If you search just Kieran Hunt Photography, and then people can message me directly. It would be a lovely thing to do. So yeah.
Certainly, I mean, I think it's a very, obviously it's very historic times, and this is one excellent way of capturing that, I think. So I think that's great what you're doing there, Kieran.
I think it's, if I can just briefly say, it's something obviously for everyone these times, you know, something that none of us have really obviously lived through. So there's a lot of change that's happened and happening. But one very brief thing, one of the reasons that is kind of I get a lot out of this project is I actually had someone locally, a lady who is 90 years old, family contacted me and said that this individual had said that sometimes when you're 90 you get forgotten about, so to take part in something like this is great. So to have that little thing from that individual, it was a delight to just bring a smile to someone's face there.
Yeah, I think whether you're older or younger, sometimes if you're on your own as well, it can be easy to be forgotten about. So I suppose if anybody knows of anybody who they might feel would like to take part, they might be able to suggest that they do that and get them to get in touch with you as well.
Yeah, they're more than welcome to. Obviously, with the project, the images, I don't know kind of long term how where it might go or how they might be shown, kind of whether it's a local display or something like that. But just as a record for history, etc. I hope it's something worthwhile to do.
I'm absolutely sure it is, Kieran. Well, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. We're going to show some of your some of the pictures you've already taken as part of the show tonight. So
great.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Nigel. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Welcome back. Thank you, Kieran, for that. If you do want to get involved with that piece of work for Kieran, then it's Facebook is Kieran Hunt Photography. It's at Kieran Hunt Photography for Instagram, or you can just email kieranhuntphotography@gmail.com. And here's one or two of the photographs that Kieran has taken on his travels. First of all, we've got our roving reporter Mark and his family, and Eleanor and John Wood. Eleanor and John, of course, is the bandmaster, and Eleanor and John are Kieran's in-laws, mum and dad in-law. Michelle, Jamie, and little Jamie in the middle there. I really like that one myself. And then yours truly and her Tashness there. So they're great. It was a great pleasure to be involved when having our pictures taken. But I'm sure Kieran would be very interested in taking your pic if you're in the village or roundabout. So it just sort of reminds me of an earlier portrait. I've not been around anywhere near as long as these guys, but here we've got Lola and her sister and her mum, brother, back in the day when Anne Phipps was a licensee, and that picture hangs here in the Fleece Inn. So yeah, lovely. So come back, technical director, come back. I had some good comments here. Spam has written, it's predictive text, I feel. Kathy says, a budding seamstress. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? My mum taught me lots of stuff, not sewing, sadly. And then we've got, Sharon's going to play some tunes. Hi Vaughan, hi Angela, Andy Canning, Evening Nige, Fibrous Technology Stuff playing up with me tonight. What does that mean? So yeah, thinking about this this stuff here, if you don't want quite such a homespun look, there are people who can get you a mask, a beautiful homemade mask, and my friend Zoe Sinclair does that, and I'll be mentioning her again tomorrow, should you wish to make a purchase. So now it's time for Julian's joke.
Hi, I visited a monastery recently, and as I walked past the kitchen I saw somebody frying chips. I said, "Hi, are you the fryer?" He said, "No, I'm the chipmunk."
Now, do you like the? It's nice, isn't it? You will recall me mentioning already the gardening thing. You know, the special event that we're not going to be able to have, but we're going to hopefully be able to have virtually, which is Open Gardens, which is across the country. I'm sure this is happening, but we've just got one or two little teaser pics from our friend Nigel London, who's got a magnificent garden down on grass close. There you go. So also rumours of Tavern being comatose or passing away are not true. Have we got the right one? We're doing it the other way around, though. There was, having had a little run around with another doggy, and now he's in fine form. Fine form. Well done, Tav. Well done. Good lad. Good lad. Good lad. All right, that'll do now. So, and then now I'm going to show you an art photograph taken by yours truly. Lemon curd and bread. Isn't that good? This is a proud dad moment because daughter made the lemon curd and delicious it was too, and she just dropped it off earlier on, obviously with the right social distancing going on. So there we are. Now, talking about the masks again, our friend Francesca is going to be on tomorrow. She runs a thing called Frankly Beautiful, and she's going to instruct our technical director on how to make up yours truly in a bit of COVID makeup. So that should be interesting, shouldn't it? COVID even makeup. To make those eyes sparkle when you can't see the man. So there we go. Well, that's pretty much it, I think. Talking about gardening, this frost, it's had the figs, hasn't it? It's had the figs. Our fig is looking very, very sad indeed. There was a great discussion when my technical director was in a meeting last night at Warwick Folk Festival, which may be renamed because of the long discussion that went on about the Warwick Fig Festival. Not sure whether she's got approval for that yet, but whatever. So it only remains for me to give you a brief musical interlude and a scarf maybe. So we're gonna go for it. Come and make eyes at me down at the old Bull and Bush. Na 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 na. Come, drink some port wine with me down at the old Bull and Bush. Hear the little German band, na 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 na. Just let me hold your hand, dear. Do drink a little drink or two down at the old Bull and Bush. Bush. Good night.